From 21 Sports, this is Penguin Game Day, driven by Greenwood Chevrolet, Austintown.
Penguin Game Day starts now!
Hi everybody, and welcome to Penguin Game Day as we come to you on this Wednesday night. We're outdoors here at the Bull and Bear at the corner of Lincoln and Elm on the campus of Youngstown State. Coach, it's a beautiful night.
Beautiful night in Youngstown, Ohio.
And you guys had a beautiful game on Saturday.
Yeah, a lot of great things. Some records broke. Bo, I think, setting a rushing record, and even Max Tomczak set a game for a reception in 35 straight games.
So we're going to take a look at some of the video from the game on Saturday. And again, Robert Morris went down and scored. You guys were able to bounce back. Obviously, the pitch and catch here from Brungard to Max Tomczak.
Yeah, we wanted to start fast. Coming off game one, we felt like offensively, the defense gave us 4 opportunities off turnovers. And, we need to take advantage. We need to strike in those situations. And this week it might not have been turnovers, but 3 and outs. So to see our offense score in their first 6 possessions was positive.
And then certainly you got some younger players in the game, which will help down the road.
Yeah, I can count, on one hand how many opportunities you've had to be able to do that. So to be able to get out in front early and then give some guys the experience that they need, because depth is everything as you're going through a 12-game schedule.
Do you kind of know where Bo was with the record? Have him get the record, then get out?
Not at all. I wish. Those are things you're in a game, and Bo's main record is he wants to get a win for the Penguins, and didn't have any idea where he was at that time.
Coach, you say it. A lot of coaches say you make that biggest jump from week 1 to week 2. Did you see that?
I did. I really did, but we're not done. There's a lot of things on film that we got to improve upon. I said now that teams have us on film, we are what we put on film. So if we got some bad habits on film, we got to clean it up, and I want to see another growth this week as we go to East Lansing.
So you go from Mercyhurst to a Robert Morris and now to a Michigan State, a big jump here. So what do you hope to see on Saturday?
Well, first and foremost, I want to see us go on the road. How we travel, because we're going to have to play some tough Missouri Valley Football Conference games on the road, and we haven't been very good on the road. So to go in focus, to see if we can go into a foreign environment, which is going to be very hostile, and be able to execute, and be able to put together our plan. It's about our execution and our preparation. So I want to see that come together at 3:40 p.m. on Saturday afternoon.
And again, the defense came up with a couple of turnovers. You guys have been good about keeping the football.
Yeah, ball security is going to be so important, especially this weekend. And defensively, those 3 and outs, those are light turnovers. This week, field position is going to play a huge role. They got a great punter. If you haven't watched their punter, he places the ball right on the 1-yard line for them.
Coach, this is a completely different environment, so this is something the kids are going to experience, but I would assume it could help you down the road.
It prepares you to be able to go into the Fargo Dome, where you got to play the defending national champ, where it's going to be loud. You're going against a great football team. So it's a test to see where we are at this point in the season.
Where do you think you are?
Good question. We're going to know more about ourselves Saturday night than we do right now, and it's going to test us. It's going to test us up front offensively and defensively. We're playing a Big Ten school. They got Big Ten football players. So, we got to accept that challenge and be ready to play football.
All right, when we come back, we're going to visit with one of the veteran offensive linemen who is part of an offensive line that's done a really good job the first 2 games of the season. We'll have more of that when Penguin Game Day continues.